Hello! In today's video, I want to show you how I personally come up with weight loss plans for my clients. The motivation behind this video today is because I made a previous video titled The Best Weight Loss Plan, and that whole video was like a joke. I'm gonna lose weight this time. That's a good plan. I meant it to be kind of like satire. I was hoping that people would watch it and then kind of deconstruct it and do everything opposite of what I said. But apparently a lot of you took that video serious. I thought by messing my hair up and kind of talking over the top and giving really bad advice, I was hoping that that would be clear enough, but apparently it's not. So if you did take that video serious, make sure you watch this video because I'm going to give you some legitimately good advice. And if you already knew that I was kidding in that previous video, maybe you'll learn some different things in this video that you didn't already know. The first thing I'll say is I don't believe that there's one plan that fits all for all people. It's one of the reasons why when I get a client, I do a personality assessment on them, and then I construct a weight loss plan around their personality. Now, there are certain variables that tend to be consistent for almost all people. So those are some of the things that I'm going to go over with you today. One of the program plan tools that I like to use, I guess if you call it, is something called FIT. So it's F-I-T-T-E. So you have frequency, you have intensity, you have time, you have type, and then you have E, enjoyment. I like to focus on that E, the enjoyment aspect of it. Because if you don't like the plan, if it sucks to you, you're going to be much less likely to follow through with it. So my recommendation to you is to find something that you enjoy. So if I have a client and they hate to run, I'm probably not going to make them run. If they really like to swim and they have access to a pool, I'm going to say, hey, how about you try swimming? That's going to be a much better approach. Okay? So now you have frequency, intensity, time, type. Now you don't necessarily need to have a plan for those things, but I do encourage you to get a little bit more specific than just saying I'm going to work out or I'm going to work out a lot. Do something like this. I'm going to work out 3 days a week. Take it a step farther. I'm going to work out on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Take it a step farther. Say I'm going to work out at 9 a.m. on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. See, the more specific you are when you schedule something in, you're going to be much more likely to follow through with that thing. Now, before I get sidetracked on all this stuff, kind of first things first here, one thing I didn't mention is you want to set a goal, right? I know that you want to lose weight, but you want to be specific with how much weight you want to lose. So say, I want to lose 40 pounds. Okay, great. That's more specific. But take it a step farther and put a deadline on that, okay? Because it could take you 20 years to lose that 40 pounds, right? So set a deadline, because when you set a deadline, you're more likely to do the things to meet that deadline. So a couple of recommendations I'll give you guys when setting a deadline, because most people kind of set really unrealistic expectations. A standard is about 1 to 2 pounds of weight loss a week. Now, of course, that's not set in stone. You might lose a lot more than that. Maybe you don't even lose any weight, but you're losing body fat. But just as a general parameter, just say about 1 to 2 pounds a week, and that will keep you kind of on track as you follow your weight loss plan. Now, when putting together the plan as well, you want to make sure that you hit 3 different categories. The first category is cardiovascular. So remember I talked about jogging and the pool. Both of those fall within cardiovascular. They're going to get your heart rate up. There's lots of things you can do there. You can dance. You can do jumping jacks. You can go for a jog. You can swim. You can go for a hike. I don't care what it is. As long as you get your heart rate up, that's going to be cardio. Then you have resistance training. Resistance training, you're putting your body up against some form of a resistance. So it doesn't need to be dumbbells or barbells. It could just be you're using your own body weight against gravity, like push-ups, squats, things like that. And if you think you can't do a push-up, don't worry, because there's always a regression or another variation of the exercise that you can do. So everybody should be able to do that. Then you have nutrition. So you want to make sure that you're doing something with your nutrition as well. Because what I see a lot of times is people just focus on the exercise piece and they're not doing their nutrition, or vice versa. They're just focusing on nutrition. They're forgetting one of those key elements. And I know I've mentioned this in previous videos, but I'm reiterating it now. Hit on all three of those. Now, of course, you can combine cardio and resistance training together. So you can do something like circuit training. So you're doing resistance training and cardio. It's kind of like you're killing two birds with one stone. But that's it, guys. Make sure that you hit on all three of those parameters. Now, in my video, I'm just going to try to remember the things I said, and then pretty much it's just the opposite. I said, don't write anything down. My recommendation is that you definitely do write these things down. One of the things that I recommend that you write down is your why, or your reason on why you're working out. Because in the previous video, I said something like, I just got to do it. I just got to do it. It's not really a good story. It's not a good motivation to stay working out. So you want to ask yourself, why do I want to lose weight? And then whatever answer you get, just take it a step farther. Say, well, why do I want that thing? Then take it a step farther. Well, why do I want that thing? Do that a few times and you'll arrive at kind of like your underlying motivation. Write down whatever it is that came to your mind there. Because I guarantee you what's going to happen is in time you're going to forget why you're doing what you're doing. So it's good to revisit that motivation, because that's going to serve as kind of reigniting that fire inside you. That's going to help align you and help you stay moving towards that goal. Another thing I said in that video is I said, you want to hang out with people that are just like you. And that's fine. Hang out with people that are just like you with your health and fitness. But you also want to befriend some people that are more fit than you. Find somebody that's more fit, befriend them, because their attitudes, their habits are going to tend to bleed over onto you. Another thing I said is don't get a trainer. So you don't need to get a trainer. Getting a trainer is great because they have a lot of information, knowledge, motivation, makes it more fun. So there's a lot of reasons to get a trainer. But if you don't get a trainer, at the very least, try to get a friend that's going to help hold you accountable, because doing it together is just so much better. I guarantee you that. Just the other day, I went for a jog with some friends, and it was just so much better. Because personally, I don't like to jog, but when I was jogging with other people, it just made it so much better. What else? What else did I say in that video? If you watch that video, just go back and just do everything the opposite of what I said, and you'll be golden. I hope some of these new tips benefit you. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. I know that I'm a trainer. I'm not going to charge you. Just feel free to ask me. If you want me to make you a video, or you want me to make a video about a certain topic, just leave it in the comments or private message me. That's it, guys. God bless you all. Peace.